Hello and happy Friday. Welcome to equaTEK TV episode 5. My name is Wendy Emerson and I will be your host for the next few minutes here. And today I want to talk about something that's been a big topic of conversation here at equaTEK over the last, several weeks anyway. And that is having that conversation of an HTML website versus a content management system website or CMS. And here at equaTEK, we have our proprietary Interport CMS system that we provide content managed websites for our clients. And I just want to quickly go over 5 reasons why you should consider a content management system for your website. Not even specifically Interport, but just the reasons in general why any content management system is better than having a custom static HTML website. And I am coming from a background of where all we did was build custom HTML static websites. And that is how it used to be 20 years ago. They would be brochures. You would take your print collateral and you would turn it into a website, and you would hope that people would just come and they'd pick up the phone and call you or send an email. But they didn't change much. People didn't invest in updating content, and content marketing wasn't a thing back then. It was really just selling a product, just having a website, having that brochureware up. And so HTML websites, static websites were fine. They worked back then, but it's not that way anymore. It's content marketing, it's digital marketing, it's social media, it's SEO, it's all of these organic things we do to our website. And your website really becomes a living, breathing organism or a part of your business that changes, evolves, and grows as your business does. So you need to have something that is agile and can change with you, with your business. And that's, why a content management system is so critical to help your website move forward with your business. So just a couple things, 5 reasons why you should consider a CMS platform or a content management system. The first is that you don't need a programmer. Back in the day when I was working for a company who did custom builds, everything was built from scratch, and unless that company had a department or the customer had a department of web developers that could go in and edit the code, whether it be HTML, whether they knew cascading style sheets, JavaScript, XML, whatever the programming language is, they needed somebody who could read and write those languages to make changes to a website. With a content management system, you don't need to know even HTML. Is it helpful to know the basics? Absolutely. But you don't need to know any HTML to edit a website through Interport CMS or any content management system. The second reason to think about moving your website from static HTML to a CMS platform is that there is no special software needed. At least in the case of Interport. I know there's some where you have to buy software like Dreamweaver Contribute. That's technically a CMS system where you can create templates and lock them. But in this case, many content management platforms are web-based. So all the work happens inside your browser window, your Google Chrome, your Safari, your Firefox. So notice I'm not naming the other one that has 2 letters. We're not using that one anymore. But so you don't need software. You just work within your web browser. So that's a money savings right there of not having to download a whole bunch of software. The third reason is instant updates. You could walk out of a strategy meeting, or you could walk out of a marketing meeting, or you could schedule an event for your company, a webinar, whatever the case may be. And you can sit down in front of your computer, open up your browser window, and in a matter of 15 minutes, you could publish that content to your website. You could announce that event. You could publish a press release. You could update content on a website. You could change pricing. And it's real time. So you make the changes in just a few minutes. You click save, you publish, and it's done. You can get up and walk away and not worry about it. And you don't have to contact that programmer, wait for them to call you back, wait for them to schedule you into their workflow, prioritize, all that stuff. You can just go in and make the edits yourself, and they're done. Boom, in real time. The fourth reason to think about a CMS platform is think in terms of redesign. Think in terms of visual refresh to your website. You don't have to rebuild the whole thing from scratch if you're on a content management system, because there's things called skins where you can update the look and feel and you can give it a fresh facelift without having to lose all the content and rebuild the pages and all the hierarchy and structure and all that stuff. That's a beautiful thing about CMS, is you just kind of replace the look and feel and layer it over the top of the current website. And then the last thing is increased functionality over time. I know in Interport we use what are called modules, and you can create custom functionality inside modules. And there's so many different types of modules, from custom HTML modules to scrollers and sliders, to JavaScript rotators, to events, to blogs, to RSS news feeds, to press releases, to forms that you want on your website, download modules. There's different modules that you can get either for free or purchase for a minimum amount of money to install on your website to continually increase the functionality of your website, make it dynamic, change the way it works over time. And those can be swapped out very easily. When you add a new module to your website, it takes just minutes to implement. So again, it's that instant update thing. So those are just 5 reasons. You don't need a programmer. You don't need special software. You can make the changes in real time and they're instant. Redesigning it or reskinning it is no problem. It happens fairly easily. And you can continue to add new functionality over time. And it doesn't break the bank. That's the beautiful thing. Now, I know there are some content management platforms out there that are incredibly expensive. I can't even believe how expensive they are. And believe me, I know, because I have had to sit down and go through the whole quoting process with these in previous jobs to find out which one we were going to select in a previous job. And I wish I had known about Interport CMS back then, because it's budget friendly. It has incredible functionality and continues to evolve. And it really puts you, the customer, back in the driver's seat, back in control of your website. And it frees you up the dollars and the resource time of having a programmer who's going to maintain your website on a full-time basis. You can then take that money and spend it on digital marketing. So now that you've got this great website on a CMS platform, you can put those dollars into marketing to bring traffic to the website to increase conversions and revenue and sales and all those good things. So 5 reasons to put your website on a content management platform. I would ask you to consider and investigate Interport content management system, which is brought to you by equaTEK. And I will share a link so you can learn more about that. I hope you have a great Friday and a fabulous weekend, and I will see you next week.